What's going on, guys? Well, here back with some genetic gladiators. So let's get into this here. We're going to be checking out PvP. We are still leveling Maiden of Twilight. Damn, you know what I just remembered? I'm supposed to get the level 3 orb. I still haven't done it. I keep forgetting after I make the videos, and then come back I remember. I need to like write it down or something, because yeah, I keep forgetting to get the level 3 to help me out a little bit more in terms of leveling. 1700. You know what, I'm just gonna lose this fight. I don't feel like wasting 100k credits on basically nothing. I just might as well lose, and then yeah, because we're not really worried about the points. We're more worried about the levels, so we don't really have to worry about losing 10, 15, 5, 20 points or something like that. Plus, we only have to get to the top, was it 10%? Which isn't really that hard. Like, you just gotta get a couple good fights in, and you should be there. Especially if you hit them 100, which is pretty much random, honestly. I noticed it's pretty random. I don't know. I've gotten them from low-level players, and I got them from high-level ones, or people that are above me, or right at the same level. It's just pretty much random. I don't know exactly how they calculate it, because I mean, you would think it would be higher level players, but it doesn't. That's not always the case. Like, sometimes I beat some higher level people and I get like 5 points, which makes absolutely no sense. So it's just easier to go for the lower level players and just hope that one of them hits for a good amount of points. I mean, getting 20 every fight as well is a pretty good amount. Yeah, we lost 5 there. Like, sometimes I'll lose 20. I mean, sometimes you'll lose a lot more as well, which is weird. Again? Am I gonna... Like, these guys have 200 more points than me. Why am I facing them? This just doesn't make any sense. I should be facing people around mine, or like 100. I should start off at the same as you, and then work its way up. Like, the more you win. Like, technically right now we're on a losing streak, because we already lost 1, lost 2. I mean, we'll probably get a win, and then I'll go back to the same thing again. I don't honestly know how the PvP system operates, because it's pretty random. For my time playing it, it's pretty random. So yeah, good luck trying to figure that out. But yeah, there should be an order it should follow, especially with facing people. Although then you could abuse the system a little bit more, I guess. That's probably why it's pretty random. Alright, this should be good enough for... I don't remember what level. 79, so we're currently at 79. We're hoping to get up to... Honestly, I don't even know what level we're hoping to get up to. But, yeah, we're just trying to get up levels, honestly. Ooh, this one's actually kind of... I know Jurgen's gonna hit pretty hard, and I'm pretty sure... I mean, we could survive a hit. It's just, am I gonna be able to survive 2 of these? Probably not, so we'll take him down, hopefully. Okay, we're good on that. And then he is going to attack no matter what. And we are probably gonna... I think we actually lost this fight, considering we don't have enough... because we hit for 190. So even if I attack this guy 2 times, never mind. We actually got lucky and got a crit there. I was gonna say, no matter if I attack this guy 2 times, there's no way we'll get him below a certain amount. But yeah, we got lucky there, I think. We'll see what happens here. Because we could still technically lose, but he would have to crit. Even with the crit, I think. No, his tag. Are you serious? We had that too. I forgot he still had a tag. See, the thing is like random with the AI. Like, sometimes they'll use it on the first one, sometimes they won't use it at all, even though they have it. And then sometimes they'll use it at the perfect time, which that technically was. Damn, we had that too. Yeah, I forgot about the tag. 2,000. Look at that. We just lost a fight. We lost 3 in a row, and we continue to get higher levels. It doesn't make any sense. The PvP system makes absolutely 0 sense in this game. It really does. It just doesn't make any sense at all. Honestly, I could just give up on these fights. I don't know why I wait for the whole thing to play out, because we already are gonna lose. I don't know if that makes a difference. See, that's another thing I don't know. If it makes a difference for you quitting out compared to you actually losing the fight. I mean, you still lose either way, but I wonder if that takes it into account. Probably not, considering it doesn't take a ton of stuff into account, considering we just went up against somebody that's insane, like insanely high level compared to what we were using. Like, it doesn't even base it off of what you used before. Well, I guess they could abuse that too. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can abuse if they added it in, so we can't really say they should add it in. Actually, I should give this guy HP just because if we survive an attack, that just helps us out a little bit more, especially with the tags, and I don't really remember everybody's tags, so. Alright, right here we're gonna have to take this one down, even though I need to take down him, and our tag does absolutely no damage. Bro, we're on a losing streak today. Like, there's no point in fighting that out because we're gonna lose, and we're just gonna have to heal our characters, so you might as well just quit out. See, that's the problem with these. So the first 4 we did, they were pretty much, we didn't really have a problem. Now we're basically on a losing streak, and yeah, these are the fights where I start getting very, very annoyed. Like, if it continues to like, there's been times where I've lost, I don't know, a lot of fights in a row, or had to lose a ton because I don't want to refresh for credits. Yeah, I could refresh for credits, but it just costs so much to do it, so it's just not worth it. I should have been actually hitting him. That was my bad. But yeah, hopefully we don't continue to lose, because that's going to be really, really annoying. And that's when I start to not want to play PvP, when it's just giving us like stuff like that, where it's either based off of luck, or like, there's a bunch of factors that go into it. So far we're losing, but I mean, we did lose the first few because we needed to, because I wasn't going to refresh. If I do refresh, it's really not that bad. But then you lose, let's say we refresh like 5 fights at 100k, that's 500k credits. That does add up, considering, let's say we make, I don't know, we fight 100 times, and we'll say 50 of those we refresh at 100k plus. Like, that adds up to a ton of credits, when you can use that for leveling or events or whatever the hell you're going to use it for. And yeah, we've only went up a few levels. We are relying very, very heavily on our tag though, which you wouldn't normally do in PvP, but considering you're leveling a character, you have to, and that's going to be an issue on this one. The level 5, yeah, I don't know why they added level 5s, it's, and level 6s. It just makes it a lot harder to calculate what someone's gonna do and stuff like that, or what, like, how much like shield that's gonna get, unless they cap it, which I don't think they do, because some characters can have over the amount of HP they have, which it shouldn't happen, but with the way the orb system works and the higher level orbs, it ends up happening. So you basically have a character that's insanely strong for whatever reason. Like, I forgot what, I think Edie? I'm trying to remember which character it is. That, if you put, shield orbs on that thing is, like, it has so little HP, but then you stack the shield orbs, and then it basically doubles the HP. It's insane. But you have to have the high level orbs, which, I mean, they're pretty easy to get because they always go on sale, but it's just, I don't know. I don't like the orb system going past a certain level. It just kind of breaks it. Because, like, yeah, we have all the same levels and stuff like that, but then you got to worry about orbs now. And then the system's already pretty broken to begin with. It was already really, really broken. Especially the more characters they add in, it just continues to get broken. And they gotta basically either make them stronger, or what they did a while back was basically reset stats or figure out the new stats for characters, but then they just end up breaking other characters. So I don't know. We're gonna have to take this one down. Although the middle one's gonna be an issue too, and we don't kill it, really? Oh my god, and we get a tag on ours. See what I mean? Like, it's just random luck. Yeah, we lost that. There's no way we're winning that. Like, the tag there could have attacked any 3 of the characters. It chose the right one, of course, which happens sometimes. It doesn't always work that way, but sometimes it'll pick the right character. Right there, pick the right one. Oh my god, you see what I mean? We're getting basically this again. This is when I start not to like PvP. Like, you're losing back to back to back, which some people do it on purpose, of course. But when we're not doing it on purpose and it's still giving us stuff like this, it just gets really, really annoying really quick. Which most people are just like refresh and stuff like that. But if you're trying to gain the most out of not using meds, credits, and stuff like that, then you're basically trying to get through this without having to waste that stuff. And this is the easiest way to do it. Because, yeah, I got the credits to spend, but some people don't. So, look at this. Like that, look at that, and then look how much we have to pay. If the credit thing was capped and it started off at a lower level, it would make a lot more sense, honestly. Because sometimes even lower level ones have a high ass credit one, and then sometimes the higher ones, they'll have a low ass credit one. But then you'll get those ones that are like level like 5,000, and then they're like almost 1,000,000 credits, which actually makes no sense. Like, why does it cost more to skip a higher level player than a lower level one? Just because it knows we're gonna lose? Like, I don't understand the reasoning there. Like, it should start off always at like the first one should always be a certain amount, maybe 10k, and then it should progressively get a lot more as you skip fights. It shouldn't start off at a random credit level that they assume. I don't know exactly how they figure out the credit amount. I'm guessing it's based off of sum of levels or fame or something, because usually like these players will be 100k, and like, I understand they want it to be at a certain amount, but it shouldn't be that high. At least for the first, maybe, I don't know, 5? No, not 5. That's too many. The first like 1 or 2 should be a set amount, and then after that it should calculate however it calculates, and then it should reset after you win maybe like 2 fights in a row or something like that. Because then we have to deal with this, which normally I wouldn't upload this. Like, I would just record, but I'm gonna upload with it. I'm gonna upload it. It doesn't matter. Like before, like when I played PvP, I don't know what seasons. If you go back though, you'll see some of the levels or some of the fights skip. Like it'll be like 55, and then the next one will be like 100 or something, or maybe 60 or 70 or whatever it tags. That's because I had one of these where it's just constantly losing over and over and over. which does happen, especially when you're leveling. It happens so much when you're leveling, and it gets so annoying after a while. That's why I end up quitting PvP. And it happens so much. Like, you wouldn't think it would happen that much, but it happens a lot more than you actually think. Like, some stuff will like start critting for no reason. Like, they'll get really lucky sometimes. Like, even though like you see we have the crit stuff and they won't even have it, but it still doesn't matter. Like, I don't know exactly how they calculate everything, but some of the stuff is pretty broken. And then we end up with stuff like this too, which gets really annoying when we start facing people that stack high level orbs, because then we have to calculate like I gotta remember how much it actually gives, how much it's gonna increase this. I gotta remember which stat is actually its original stat, which is of course shield, but some characters like this one, if I didn't know which one was which, I mean, you can kind of tell because of this, but like if they had two different ones, and then I gotta figure out how much it adds on top of, based off of like their HP, sort of. I don't know. It gets kind of annoying though in certain situations in PvP, because I'm trying to calculate how much damage is this gonna do. Is this gonna one-shot all three of my characters? Like, if I let both of those live and went for this one, it would have one-shotted both of these, and then would have went head-to-head with this one here, which would have just destroyed us because it has so much HP. Because I wouldn't have been able to one-shot. I think I hit for like well, I crit there, but I think I normally, like, I don't know if I think on that one I would have hit for 190 as well. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really faced Steel Garden that much. It's another thing I have to figure out. Like, once you start playing enough PvP with your characters and stuff like that, you'll figure out like their base attack and stuff like that, going up against certain characters, and then it becomes a lot easier to calculate what's gonna help and what doesn't. And then you gotta look at the orbs and stuff like that. Look at that. See what I mean? Like, stuff like that, just like, how does it get a crit even though I have anti-crit and I have the crit, but it doesn't? Like, how does it calculate that? And then look at the shield, 150 to 60. Like, it shouldn't give it more HP, and the only reason it does that is because of the level 5. That's it. It's the only reason. I had to crit here, I lose. See what I mean? Like, stuff like this is why this game is broken. Like, PvP is so broken that it's not even like, and then they continuously add orbs, which make it even more broken, even though the game was already broken. Like, it doesn't make it sense. Like, they should fix it or add in a different system to combat that. Because having people who have level 5s and stuff, yeah, I can get level 5s and level 6s and stuff like that, but that just makes it, it's not, like, I shouldn't have to do that to fight people that are a lower level than me, technically, while I'm leveling. Like where do they expect us to level at when they're doing stuff like this? Like, they don't, I don't think they take that stuff into account. And they really don't, because like, they'll continue, like, I bet my money on it, they'll add another level like Orbin, which will be a level 7, just because they want people to spend money. But it's just like, there's other ways to get them to spend money. I don't think I can one-shot this thing. We're just gonna have to go for this one. Oh, I forgot to switch the attack, and we lose because of it. God damn it, dude. See what I mean? It's one of those, man. It's one of those days. This is what makes me not want to play this game at all. Like, even if I would have hit it with the normal attack I have, I still wouldn't have been able to kill that thing. Because I would have hit for 21, would have went down to about, I don't know, something like that, but it's basically back up, and I still can't kill it, by the way. We're just gonna have to hope we crit. We got the brutal on that. And we gotta hope this thing doesn't one-shot us, which it can, I think. I didn't look at its orbs, I don't remember its orbs. Oh, thank God it attacked the other one. Alright, we're hoping. I'm hoping that. Oh, really? I had freaking. Oh my god! I got a brutal, dude. I should have looked at the orbs. I don't remember what they had. It probably had attack. I was hoping they doubled up on shield. By the way, it had shield. Should have went for the. I think either way we were dead there. That's really annoying. Yeah, I should have took down the. Oh, would I have been able to take it down though? Did I have enough attack? Because our minimum is 120. I think I had like 100k. How much shield did I have on? I don't even know. See what I mean? Like, I have to like take into account a bunch of stuff I don't want to do. Like, I just want to play the game without having to figure like do math. Like, it's really annoying when it starts happening like this, and it happens a lot more than you think. And then we got to take into account our tags, and then a lot of tags just suck. So, like now I have to check orbs to make sure no one has level 6s or 5s or like some stupid setup. Like, even this, I don't even know, honestly. Like, he's not gonna hit that much, but he hits all 3. I'm kind of curious how much this thing will hit us for. I'm thinking about just letting it hit us, just to see how much it actually hits us for. I might lose this one just because of it, but I think it's fine. But yeah, see, this is the stuff that gets me to not want to play this game. Like, when it starts happening like this, and it happens quite often too. We'll see how much this thing hits for, or if it'll hit for like a random character. That's another thing that, like, see, like this time I went for this when it could have went for our strongest character. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the orb system. It's too broken. Look at that, 90k without any strong, like without anything, and it's got 1 attack and 1 HP. Like, how is that balanced? Like, the game isn't balanced at all. Like, like some characters just makes absolutely no sense why they're hitting as hard as they hit when they're going up against a character that just I don't know. Yeah, we would have still lost that other fight by the way. I mean, we might have won, but I don't know. It's a toss-up because you never know with the crits and stuff like that. We'll do one more. This time I'm refreshing if we get any. Yeah, look at this. See what I mean? Like, how is this game this broken? Like, I've lost almost 100 points, but yet it's still giving me, like, the only reason I got such a low character was because I paid to get a lower character. Like, how is that? Like, that's what they want their PvP system to be. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh, let me pay to get a lower level player when I shouldn't have to. It just, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. And it's pretty broken. Like, they would have to restructure the entire PvP system to fix it. And even then, I don't think it's really fixable, just because you can't take into account a ton of stuff that they added in, like orbs, tags, like there's just so much more to account than just like, oh, let's try to fix the PvP system, because then somebody's gonna find a way to abuse it. Like, right now it's so broken. I mean, there's probably ways to abuse it, but it's so broken that it's not even worth trying to figure them out, honestly. Yeah, that was just, that was horrible. And it's stuff like that that just makes me not want to play at all. Like, I'm trying to level, like, so there's only like, there's PvP, and then you have PvE to level. Like, that's it. Like, the events aren't anything special. There's no way for you to farm them like you would PvP or PvE, but like even over the campaign and stuff like that, PvP is the best way to level, and it's so broken that it makes it just like, I don't know, it's just not an ideal place to level. They just need to add some other stuff in, or they need to increase the amount of experience you get in campaign, or add another boost for just campaign to have us just go for that. Because like when I can lose that much but still get more levels on Maiden of Twilight than I would in the campaign for the same amount of time, then that's when you know the game's pretty broken. Which I don't even know how many levels I got. Let's see. We're at 79. We're at 79? I'm pretty sure we're at 79. We got 6 levels, which in the same amount of time I could have probably gotten the thing, because the amount of experience continues to increase. But in this, like, all I would have to do is get one good fight in, and we get, like, I don't know, a crazy amount of experience, and we're good again. So I don't know, we'll see how the next one goes. We're gonna record another one. Yeah, I don't know, PvP's that match right there, just those matches right there are the ones that get me. And there's some days we'll sit there and do that the entire day, and yeah, that's why I quit playing as much as I did, because of stuff like this. Because it's just, and then they just continued to add in orbs, because it was at level 3, then they went level 4, level 5, level 6, and then it's just like, okay, level 10 orbs next. Like that's what we're gonna be at a certain point, and the only way to keep up is to spend a ton of gold, which some people don't have, or they're barely starting out. I don't understand how people are supposed to keep up with people that have level like 6s or even level 5s, as you've seen there. They're broken. They need to be fixed, and they just continue to add them in, which just makes the game even more broken. And it becomes more not even pay to win, just like you have to have gold, and then the only way to get gold is to sit there and farm, but the only way to farm is in PvP or PvE, and I don't know, it's just like, it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, that's gonna be about it for this one. I'll talk to you guys later.